And that me and Derek Clay had like a double-double in the JV game, and then we went to school the next day, and then that's when we got moved up. But you was already on varsity. You had already made the varsity.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a complete waste of time.
Shuffle Junior Show. In this segment, I really don't know what we're going to call it. I think I'm just going to call it High School Reunion for right now, because these two people that I have the privilege of having us hosting right now are two of my longest standing friends. I'm beyond grateful, beyond words. I can never express how grateful I am to have, a still standing friendship with these two. It's We Livin' and Aaron Ransom.
No paper.
We Livin's Big Kill, bro.
Are we calling We Livin'? Are you like? Is this an alias?
Whatever. Nah, that's why I say there's like 8 names, bro. It's We Livin'. Okay, it's Big Kill. It's YT. It's.
I'll just make sure you were under the floor. You under the floorboards. All right. Word.
So
whatever you want to call me, bro. Nah.
I didn't know if he was up in the attic. Dude. They're just like, we love it.
So, hey, Big Kill, you want to give us like a quick 15-second rundown of what you're doing over there at We Livin'?
Bruh, God, what am I doing over there? Well, we about to hit, 400 subs. Yeah, we about to hit 400 subs. 4 people, 400 subs. So if you ain't sub, go over there. I only need 4. Pretty much, man. I only need 4 right now. That's it.
We're keeping it realistic over here.
I'm just trying to hit the next goal mark. When I hit that, then we'll think about the next one. Man, we just playing everything over there right now, man. I got a Pokemon Nuzlocke Let's Play. All my Pokemon dying, so come watch me die. And then we got on Paper Mario, because I don't know, man. I like Mario. Other than that, that's all we got going on right now. Stream every Saturday, Sunday, Friday. New episodes of content go out Saturdays and Sundays about 10 a.m. every day. And then I short once every day a week. Yeah. That's it. I think that was quick.
And so, Aaron, Aaron, what are you putting out there in the world?
Bruh.
That's it.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think. Let's see. Yeah, right now I'm just reading books and I've been living off the grid and trying to figure my brain out. You can find me in my house watching movies.
Facts, no paper. Homie living for real.
So, listen, y'all. If y'all don't know Aaron Ransom, you've been missing out. We fortunately were, blessed with the privilege of growing up with this dude. You need to do a quick search on YouTube. I actually just did that, Brandon. It's interesting, man. Yeah, you should do that if you haven't done it. Get on YouTube and search Aaron Ransom, because there is some funny stuff out there. He is killing.
Because I'm over here just listening to some crazy stuff right now. Let me do that.
Well, don't do it now, man. Don't put it on
my bad. Okay. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, let me Google my homie, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. That's gonna be some fun stuff.
And the rating. Stop what you're doing and come down. And he's like, oh shit.
I'm there.
So
where's
Aaron,
the state fair at?
I saw the sign. Said I had to be here.
The radio said to stop.
So I stopped immediately. 10-car parlor. 10-car parlor. Oh God, man.
Oh God.
Dumbass laughing so
My
hard
man
I'm
thinks-
sweating, bro.
Aaron. When's the last time you done a set, man? When's the last time you went up and did a set?
Probably, I don't know. That's probably like 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been taking it easy, dude.
Yeah. No. I mean,
I
you're
was
doing
working
it.
too hard.
Yeah, I can
No,
understand.
yeah,
that.
for sure.
But-
Yeah. I got some stuff like this weekend and stuff, but I've just been like, yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm hanging out.
Where are you this weekend?
I don't remember. I look it up the day of. I just remember Saturday, dude.
Homies, bruh. We living, you straight up living. Hey,
Yeah.
when's that meeting, bro? I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow. Like, bro,
Bro,
ain't worried about
my brain
nothing.
don't. I have to empty out space. I ain't got like, you know what I mean. I only got so much storage, dude. I can't like.
Oh, yeah. Word.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do?
Bank now.
I'm gonna pull some dates out of Aaron. I'm gonna drop some dates on this channel
Let's
pretty
go.
soon, so you guys can go check them out in person because I
See,
get
you
Oh, yeah,
guys-
for sure. It's just, yeah. See, I prepared for the other stuff, and I didn't at all prepare for plugs. So.
Bro, I didn't either. I didn't even prepare for the stuff I was supposed to prepare for.
Next time I'm gonna read it like I got kidnapped.
Like, wait,
Like,
what he saying?
You can find me and like, I'll just read it robotically.
Have a whole poster board with it written down.
yeah, right. He's like blinking Morse code as he's reading off the dates. Like, please help.
It just rolls up like a Star Wars intro. Like, you know.
Oh man.
Monday at his house watching movies. Tuesday
At the house, sleep.
at the house being woken up by anxiety. Wednesday.
Oh god, man.
Oh my god. So, you know, I asked these two fine gentlemen to join me on this because I really, you know, I kind of disappeared, right? Like completely disappeared, and I recognize that, and I think there's probably conversations that all three of us should have offline, in respect to that, right?
Well, we all
But-
disappeared.
Yeah,
Every last
fair
one
enough.
of us disappeared, bro.
Yeah, fair enough. And you know, there's this thing that consistently rattles around in my head. It's a three choices, but you only get two type scenario, and that is, you know,
I thought about something weird.
yeah, maybe not like that, but
Wait, what?
you know, so you've got success in your career, you've got success with your, you know, in the relationships with your friends, and you've got a successful relationship with your family, but you can only pick two, right?
Family gone, baby. Family gone.
From the jump. Wow. Done.
So I mean, these two know how blessed I was with the family I was born into, right? Like we didn't have a whole lot, but it didn't really matter. They didn't act like that was the case. And so like families without
Wait,
question.
what were those three options again?
It's success. It's success in career. It's success in, you know, maintaining relationships with your friends, and success in maintaining a relationship with your family. So family was already off the table. Like that one's going to have to stay. And I am a highly motivated person in my career. So I haven't, for literally the past 10 years, been able to connect with my friends. It's pretty much the same amount of time I've spent building my career and building everything I can around me. I've also spent an equal amount of time growing distant with my friends, and that is not okay. So I am determined to beat the game by structuring stuff like this, because here's the bottom line. Like, this is a very structured thing. We had to get 3 people's schedules to align. We had to set up all these things. We had to work through technical issues. It was very much like a job. But now I'm getting ready to hang out with my boys, right? That I haven't seen in such a long
It's
time.
hard, dude. Dude, it's so hard to get together with people.
Yep.
Like it's
So this is
like
it's my cheat code. This is my cheat code, and I got it to work. We're here. Can hear, bro. Like, is this it? I hope this is it. I hope this is it.
I'll have Wi-Fi next time. I promise.
Well, and I'm gonna push this as long as I can, man, because I really have missed you guys, and I see this as a great opportunity to have a lot of fun, and promote the things that you guys are doing, because I think what both of you guys are doing are, while very different, also very important, because you're both good at what you do, and I really just enjoy you watching you guys do your thing, right?
Bro, I'm
so
looking at being unemployed. It's not even funny, bro.
Bro. So, I'm
if
gonna
y'all
keep.
want any tips,
say that again.
if anybody listening wants any tips, I got you, bro.
Guys,
So, we're the whole idea with this is for us to just hang out and catch up, and you get to hang out with us. So I'm grateful for that. The subject line is very loose. We're literally catching up, like I said. So the question that I wanted to propose.
Feel free to call in. Zach's number is.
Yeah. Go ahead and throw that one out there.
yeah.
But I want to give us kind of some topics to talk through from time to time. Maybe not every time, but with this being our very first segment together, I wanted to give us something to talk about that I think would be, beneficial to the younger us's, right? Like, there are inevitably going to be 3 people to watch this video. I guarantee there's 3 people that are going to watch this video. There might even be 4. But if there's one person that,
I'm joking.
yeah, but if there's one person that's like any of us and we can pass some information back to them, I think that is important, regardless of how funny some of this stuff might be for us to relive. Because the question for tonight is, what do you wish you would have known back in the day? Right?
Easy.
So we're gonna hang out. We're just gonna shoot the crap, but that is it. And I'll start out with a low-hanging fruit that I already shot out to the guys just as an example, which is like, holy crap, man, the confidence. If us 3 would have had just an ounce of confidence back in the day, it would have been, oh my God, man.
Done.
Dude, I can do something now, but like, bro, like that was hard pressed. Like,
and think about all the different things that we could have done back then if we just had a little bit of confidence. Like, it's one thing landing the girl, right? And that's a very big thing, right? Like, confidence, I think, has to be 70% of getting the girl to talk to you, right? But it goes so much further past that. It's literally in anything that you do, from stepping up on a stage to playing a game in front of a camera.
Yeah.
The difference maker is the confidence to, number one, be able to freaking do that, Good God, man. Like, I was such
go ahead.
Yeah.
Going like based off of what you're saying, but going off like what you're saying about the confidence thing is like, it kind of ties into one of mine, like just jumping off of you, but like, it's to not think that things mattered as much as I thought they did.
Yes.
You get what I mean?
Yes.
Like, the confidence comes from like, the confidence at the time would have come by realizing that like most of the shit you do in your late teens and early 20s, it's not going to matter as much as you think it does at the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And that goes to things like, the people that you try to surround yourself by, right? Like, that's another kind of idea that I threw out there, right? Like, you're worried about what everybody thinks about you when you're late teens, early 20s. Like, you've got to build this reputation, this image. everybody's opinion matters. Everybody's opinion matters to you at that point. For some people, it seems like for younger people, it matters more than it does when they get older, right? And that's the difference, is understanding that opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, right? And some of them are pretty shitty, you know. So it's yeah, man, you're absolutely right. Like there's so much that you think that matters as a kid that nah.
See, mine, man, it's a little bit different.
You don't have any you don't have any confidence that you're gonna be like. So you haven't been through a lot. Like, so there's certain kids that are gonna go through a lot, and it's unfair. But certain kids are gonna go through a lot of shit, and then other ones are gonna like make things over important. Like when you've never been rejected, that first one, that 10th one, they're hard.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but like after a while, it's almost kind of funny in a way of like how much you can handle. Like when you're young, you don't realize how much you can handle. Once you start getting older, you start realizing, all right, I can handle a lot of shit. So that's not gonna like crush me.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, brother?
Man, mine's just a little bit different. Because like mine's from the confidence side, like simple. What I live my life by now, man. Being your best self. If I would have known that, a lot of shit would have been different. Like I spent a whole bunch, like you just said earlier, a whole bunch of time worrying about what everybody else was doing and then how I compare myself to that instead of just
for sure
being this nigga. So now, man, it's a whole lot different. I carry myself like I feel like I'm happier. I'm a good person. I always work hard, so that's easy. And computers and shit always come easy. But like just that part, knowing that being Brandon, being we live and being be killed, being me is enough. Like that's pretty much it. If I knew that, man, I'd be on top of. I'd have 500 subs. Like, you know, shit. But you don't really think like that when you growing up. Like you said, you're focusing on how to get out of where you're at. And everybody, at that age, as a teenager, even younger, even when you're in your 20s, you still figuring out what you want, who you are. Like you don't even know. You still molding yourself. So yeah, most of the time by 30s is when you hit it. But even then, like man, I think it was about 29 when I finally was like, nah, bro, I'm gonna just do me. And I did me, and then the wife sent me a message, met her. You know, now I'm in here. And I got not one monitor, 2.
Yeah,
so,
living it up.
Living it up.
Yeah.
Playing games. I mean, shit.
Bro, you said something a second
There's
ago.
There's also like things you like at that age you think you want stuff because everybody else either has them or people have kind of told you that you want them, and you kind of walk around with like, all right, I'll tend to want this shit. This is what I'm supposed to want. This is what everybody's told me I want, right? And then you go out and you start trying to do it, and the more you either get it or don't get it, you kind of chip away at that. The more you do get to sit back and be like, no, I do what I would like to do. I'm kind of able to carry on. Like I think the thing is, don't let people talk you into what you want. And if you really, really want something, or if you really like stuff, if you really gravitate towards stuff, try it out. Like just do a bunch of different shit and figure out what you like. Don't let people talk you in.
As long as you ain't hurt nobody.
Yeah. I got an important one on that one too, because like you've got some of these people, these young people out there that are about to just hustle.
No, hurt people.
Hustle. Yeah. You should hurt people. But you got these people that are about to hustle, right? And they're hustling because they've got this mental image of wanting these things, to Aaron's point, right? Like, and so they're going to invest these next 12 years of their life to be this doctor or this lawyer or something because they want these things. Here's the problem with that I've found on a much lower level, right? Like, I am a construction worker that's worked my way up through the ranks, and I've reached this point to where I can afford to buy toys. Right, and so I've bought toys, and now the problem that I have is that I can't play with my toys ever. I literally bought a boat this year that I've never once put in the water. I spent money on a boat this year, and I have not put it in the water.
When you say toys now, like when I buy toys, I make sure they gonna be toys I'm playing with. Because if I ain't playing with them, I ain't buying them.
So that's my point. Is like I have put myself, and I love my job. I absolutely love my job. I'm very passionate about my career. I like it. It's brought so much extra meaning to an already meaningful life. So I'm grateful for that. But my point is, like, if you aren't a people person and you're trying to be a doctor, if you aren't a people person that likes to talk a lot and you're trying to be a lawyer, if you're about to sink so much of your time into creating this mountain of wealth because you want things, are you going to be able to play with the thing when you can afford to buy the thing? Is it worth it? And think it through is my point. Like, there are other ways
the big thing
to get
is like
where you want to go.
Figure out what the hell, like, I wish I'd have spent more, like they say, like, follow your heart, shit like that. I don't, that's kind of woo woo or whatever. That's kind of like whatever. But like figure out what you are, what you like, what you're good at, and how to make money doing that. I don't think people don't really like if you're good at talking, go talk. If you're good at, if you're good at using your back, use back. If you're good at engineering, but there's so many people that are just lost because they got like, don't let people talk you into shit that when you hear it, you're like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, have the, like what you're saying, it is the type of confidence to, like, when you hear something that you're like, I don't know, don't do it. Like,
pretty much.
Well,
like,
I will.
For me, it's like, hey,
That's an interesting
learn to
perspective.
Say no.
I do want to provide a bit of a counter perspective on that a little bit, because I tried to become this professional musician out of high school, right? And I wasn't that great of a musician. I technically had some chops, but I wasn't a great writer or anything like that, like. And so the point that I'm trying to make is I spent years trying to hone a craft that I don't think I was ever going to be well equipped enough. And I certainly wasn't well equipped enough to go through the politics and the actual game that you have to play to become a successful musician.
Yeah, that's the hard. That's the
whole beauty of it. Because like that's how I look at everything that I've done up to where I'm at now. Because even right now, where I'm happy career-wise, what I'm doing,
but hold on,
mind like the wind blows.
Hold on though. But my point is, Brandon, like, you've got yourself in this point now where you've got a stable job with a career path forward, and you're given the opportunity to breathe now. You're given the opportunity to, if you it's you're given the opportunity to breathe in the nearer future than when you were at Burger King, let's say, right? Like, it's a lot closer now than it was then. And so my point is, like, my one caveat, my one counter thought to Aaron's point, because I think it's something that it could easily be agreeable to, is I just wish I wouldn't have sat stagnant completely.
That's what I was trying to say. I don't think you were sitting stagnant. See, like, you learn and take certain skills from things that you spent throughout your life doing. Those things, even though you may not even think about it, those things apply to you today and what you do now. Like, even learning how to do beats and stuff taught you how to mess with a lot of softwares that I literally just got on, like, trying to edit some stuff. Like, you've been learning how to edit and do sound and do all this other stuff. Like, even when we started setting up, you couldn't tell the difference in pitches and mics. I was like, bro, you sound the same as me. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. your mic sounds bad.
But the thing is, I would have. Go ahead.
Here's what I'm saying a little bit more so than, like, I'm not a follow your heart, follow your dreams. Fuck that. That's dumb. Yeah. Like, I'm not, like, like, what I'm saying is that is technically a stupid thing to think. What I'm saying is, though, it's like, here's what I really am saying. From 16 to 24 to 25, maybe 26, stop worrying about failure. Stop worrying that you're going to fail. You can You will live and you will recover. Don't.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as like honestly, as long as you don't mess your life up legally and don't get heavily involved in like substance abuse and stuff like that. And I think you can recover from 99% of what you're going to go through from 16 to 26. So try it. Go head first into stuff. You're going to learn some stuff you're going to need.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
I
what
love
I'm saying.
that.
Like,
Love
I guess that's what I mean. Like, it's never stagnant. Like, don't. What you're saying is, even use that. You were not stagnant. You were doing something. You were moving forward towards something. And no, it didn't work out. Not because, like, you were saying all this other stuff about being bad. No, you weren't bad, bro. People have like, this world is big. Like, even me, I'll get sometimes when I post a video, I get some hate. I get like, bro, why is this funny? I have to like, bro, because it's funny to me. If it ain't funny to you, you ain't gotta watch. But I got 496 other motherfuckers that want to see it, and it's growing. But like, you're not gonna please everybody. So don't say that your music was bad or that. Nah, it just didn't hit the right people.
No, what my point there was, like, if I would have, so I got in my way from getting a decent paying job. I always took the low paying job because I think subconsciously I didn't want to embarrass myself by actually taking on what I thought to be a real job. And if I would have not gotten in my own way there, I could have afforded to invest more into that craft that I actually wanted to continue to perfect. Right, that's the point that I'm trying to make about being stagnant. Is I chose to be a dishwasher because I didn't want to get in the way of being a musician. If I would have just pushed forward a little bit and been a little less stagnant on that side, then I could have afforded to ultimately put more into my craft. That's what I mean by being stagnant.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But Aaron, I did. I hear you, bro, and I totally respect that.
I understand what you're saying, but like, and this is something that like I'm guilty of for sure. But it's like, you have to be like in life, in all of life. This is moving up. Anything you're going to move up in, you have to have like a reasonable amount of like recklessness too.
Yes, absolutely.
Like you have to be
absolutely.
You're reasonably reckless. Now, what you were doing it's what I've done. It's being unreasonably reckless. I'm going to work my way out of here watching dishes.
And I get where you're coming from now, because I think about what I'm doing now and trying to post content. Like, nah, I'm not gonna wash dishes no more, bro. I've been watching this too long. I'm gonna do something else.
Yeah,
exactly. It's
now,
just
now I got a desk.
Yes, I mean it's incremental increases in quality of life. That's the thing that I got in the way of for myself, and that's one of the things I wish I could have understood at an earlier age.
Well, everybody does, man, in their own little way.
But what I'm talking about now is you're doing fine now, correct?
Yep. Yes, absolutely, and I benefited from every bit of experience I had along the way.
You know?
Yeah.
So it wasn't really like, it didn't like destroy your life.
No way.
know?
It certainly.
I could see if you were like, I was doing heroin and I chose to be a dishwasher, so I have more time to do heroin. Then I'll probably say, yeah, you being a little stagnant. I mean, come on, you got to keep. That's what I mean by that. Like, you got to be going to the extremes to just be staying the same. Like, I'm like, nah, as long as you doing something, bro. I mean, you doing something. You put your heart into it and learn it.
A nurse,
so it's never a waste.
Nurse
just saying. Like, nah, I'm just saying though, if that's what you was doing, like, bro, I just want to do crack. I'm just going. I want to stand on the side of the road and sell water bottles. I don't want to do crack. Like, that's being stagnant to me, because you can do something else. Like I said, Sonic, they got a hiring sound right now. They hire you for a day. Like,
they got daily rates.
They got daily rates now, bro. That's how bad it is. They got daily rates.
Wow.
But hey, they gotta have that crack, so you know they can't.
Bro, ain't that, dude? Hey, if you can reasonably do crack,
but that's again, you live above your budget. Only a select few of our celebrity type people, famous people, can do that. and still be sustainable.
Yeah.
Sustainable.
I mean,
You just gotta hope for a dick way before your money runs out. That's really all anybody can hope for.
that's it. You can't hope for nothing else. That's
That's a decent segue into that's a decent segue into another thought that I was having, which is, I wish I would have understood that the party's not going anywhere. You know, like if I would have partied maybe 5% less, I would have still had just as much fun.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm thinking about every party that I can remember I've been to.
My damn.
I don't think I should have partied any less.
Bro, I just wish the parties would have been better.
Exactly, bro. Do you remember the party with the baby?
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
I can't remember if we were still in high school or if it was just like our mid-freshman period of ECU or whatever. But we came back to Myrtle Beach and we was hanging out with, I ain't saying names. We were hanging out with people. And, you know, we go to the club. None of us could ever get girls except for this one guy. He got the girl. He had the group of girls. Like, we going back to our hotel room. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning almost. And we get in there. And I remember walking in, and I look over to the right, and there's this girl and this dude laying in bed with a baby. Couldn't be no more than 2 years old.
There was a lot of people.
And I'm like, is there a baby in here?
Yeah. There were women in a hot tub in the bathroom and a baby.
Yeah.
Sleeping like baby Jesus.
I remember that. I remember that baby knocked out. I remember that.
Swaddled.
So now, bro, I think I partied just enough.
God,
just enough.
Yeah. If you partied your way into
I just wish they would have been better parties.
My military parties wasn't that bad though. They were alright, but it was always toga parties. It wasn't no more. You either have a toga party or you just drinking at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's one or two.
Yep.
No, I had like some that some of them like pop out, but for the most part, I look back on a lot of the drinking and I'm like, bruh, I could have $100,000 in the bank and nothing.
See, now that's the part I would change, not the partying, just the amount I drank. Cause just to think, it ain't going no more. The beer gonna always be at the gas station.
Yeah, that's really what I mean, right? Like when I say,
my biggest thing about that goes into like one of the things I was like thinking about too. Is like, I wish out of the money that I'd like spent to party, I wish I'd have just realized like I could have a collection of shit. I could have 100,000 movies right now, or you know what I mean? Like, I could have taken 20 to 30% of it, realized how to like save it up, and I could have had anything I wanted to have. You know?
I remember, and it was like, I think it was high school, stealing my N64 so I could go party. So my N64 on my games. Now I'm up here about 30 something, man. I wish I had an N64. They worth some big bucks now. I sold that thing for like $40, bro, for gas money and beer, bro. Real talk.
Oh my God. Yeah, and that's really what I was trying to get at. Is like, you know, it's one thing to party and hang out. It's natural. We all do it. We're social creatures, right? Like that's. I think it's a healthy thing to do, in moderation. But I wanted to party all the time. It was literally the only thing I lived for, essentially.
Eddie Murphy.
So, you know.
My boy wants to party all the
time. Yeah, all the money drank, all the money spent on other things, and all the time spent being hungover or just trying to recover from too much partying. You know, it just.
That's all. That's what I want when I die. Like when I die, I want an itemized report of all the money I spent.
Oh my God!
I don't need it. Just give me a receipt. Say too damn much.
Yeah.
I don't need nothing else.
I want to.
Too damn much.
Yeah, no, I just want to. I just want to report. I just want to report so I can like compare and contrast with those around me. Be like, damn, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I in that same capacity, another one I wish I would have understood growing up is the wake and bake. I used to smoke a lot when I was young, and I religiously woked and voked, you know. And you know, that's all well and good and fun, man, but like what I didn't understand is it literally knocked me down to such a low energy level. There was no way I was going to be able to get anything done with that day. It pretty much solidified that day was a wash. It was going to be a wash for that day, and that was most days.
Yeah.
So that I just thought would be something worth mentioning. It really, like, it seemed like a small thing, because like I'm not saying you shouldn't smoke. Like, it's fine. It's a freaking plant. I don't care. But it was like there was some reasons why it was made illegal, right? Like it can get in the way of, you know, just providing for yourself, you know, for some people. And so my point is like
Washing.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, who washed? Wait,
Bro, we know which one of us doesn't have any hippie friends.
I'm just saying.
Sure.
I don't know. Like, what you mean y'all ain't washing out there? Then maybe you shouldn't smoke. No,
That's my point, bro. That's my point.
I'm talking about Wookiees, where life is a concert.
Yeah, right. That too.
Did you see Electric Daisy Dragon last month? No, I didn't.
I didn't either.
bathed.
I saw it. I was awake.
I'm cool with you seeing Electric Daisy Dragon, but you gotta watch, lady.
Oh my god.
There was there's some big I recently just had a oh no I'm old moment in which like there was this big artist that came through and I had no clue who it was.
Yeah, bro, I had that. Having sex, that's when I'm like,
Oh no, but no.
I can't eat. I can't eat in the same night. I'm like, I gotta intermittent fast to do that now.
Dead.
I mean, like it's like dinner and a movie, but that movie needs to be all three Lord of the Rings, like, and then maybe. Yeah, bro.
Nah, man, I have no moment. I'm gonna go ahead and move it forward.
When a meal lowers your libido, that's what I would tell. That's what I would tell myself back in the day. I'd be like, one day, sex is gonna be it's gonna be an issue. Like, have more while you can, while you're in shape.
While you're in shape.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. When you can still and have sex in the same night, do it all the time.
Oh lord.
Aaron's providing the high value stuff tonight. That is
Hi.
Bro,
Can't even.
oh my god.
like I'm gonna go get some. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna start taking Viagra. They're like, "Do you have ED?" I'd be like, "No, I just eat." Like,
I just ate dinner, so
carbohydrates, bro. You get it?
You get it.
He gonna write you a prescription for Gatorade.
Oh my god. That's fun.
Get ready for that, kids watching.
Hopefully there ain't no kids watching.
Mr. Ransom said that I need to have sex with when I get on.
And that's when you block them. And that's when you block them. Nah, bro, I ain't say nothing. You ain't even supposed to be watching this. Where your mama at, block? I'm helping you out now, boy. Get off my.
I think that's why most divorces happen. It's like women are always hungry, And dudes can't eat and fuck at the same night most of the time.
That was the worst positive feedback loop ever.
Pretty much.
They're like, he doesn't want more. It's like, I just ate 5 guys. It'll be till lunch tomorrow before.
That passes. Oh my God. But nah, back to your question. Yeah, I had those moments 24/7, man. Old people telling me I'm a youngin. Like what? What the fuck you mean? I'm old. My knees hurt
too.
Nah, they act like they done lived here forever. I mean, they have, but
yeah. Oh,
I'm
bro,
old
I'll
too.
tell you another scary one is looking in the mirror nowadays. Like,
I don't know. I feel I look good. I don't know.
Bro, like my hair might look dark on this camera right now, but I am completely gray now. Like,
Bro, you can't really tell, but unless I'm close up. But you can see, I got some silver coming in. It's hot. Y'all
my
messing
hair
up.
is completely silver now. Y'all wait.
Ladies love the gray.
Yeah, well,
But my wife loves the gray,
silver.
so there you go. But you got to have a little bit of gray.
what were you saying, Aaron?
Oh no, I just said you got that silver fox, dude.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, my hairline's getting shaky. So yeah, I don't even look in the mirror anymore.
Do
Dude.
you see this?
Hey, bro,
Shave your
I'm
ball,
telling you,
bro.
yo.
I just cut my ball now. Like, as soon as it get a little bit, like, this right now it's too high. It's about to get cut.
Yeah, bro.
I seen a picture of me in the military, and it was all edged up, and I felt sad for a second.
Yeah, dude.
Just a second.
You know, like,
This is the last time
you
I
really
grow
don't
my
need
hair
to go
out.
back and look like,
Nah.
Yeah, right.
or like, what, keeping it like buzzed off or whatever.
Yeah, I just shave it off now. It's best.
Yeah.
They can't tell
This-
if the hairline's receding.
This is my last time growing my hair out because the hairline
It's
is
hot.
on a
First
retreat,
off.
bro. It ain't looking so
First
hot
off,
up
it's
there.
hot. Fuck that. You need to cut all the hair off in this summer. Like, this heat wave been going on since last December. I can't fucking deal with it.
Bro.
I
And when I'm
walk outside, bro,
Well,
and I'm
cool.
immediately sweating.
Yeah, same.
All right, yo. So with your hair, do you regret any of the funky stuff you did with it because you miss it, or are you happy you did it because now it's like gone, you'll never be able to like do that again?
You must be talking to Zach.
Does that make
I
sense?
always cut my
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does. And I, you know, there's a much bigger issue there in which, like, there was a bigger underlying issue as to why I was doing that. You know, I felt like I needed to be different. I needed to create this image that fit this musician character that I ultimately wanted to become. So I only regret stuff like that because it was just so naive and disconnected. You know, I really feel like
Do you think it was more performative than who you were?
I felt like at the time I genuinely felt like it reflected who I was, but it really only did me a disservice because it didn't. You know, like, I wasn't some punk rock kid, bro. I grew up in Columbus County, North Carolina. Get the fuck out of here. You know, like, I'm no fucking hardcore punk. I'm a Southern Baptist missionary Baptist growing up kid in Columbus County. Like, that it wasn't who I was. It wasn't who I was. So I don't regret doing the things because they were alternative. I regret it because it didn't reflect who I really was.
Well, I mean, like, so, all right, going back into, all right, let's tie this back into the conversation. Would you advise to, like, be where you're from? Or, like, so how do you look at that? Like, do you, like, if you could go back and give yourself advice, would you be like, hey, cut your damn hair and go to church? Like,
No, not at all.
Like, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
like, kind of just, you know what I mean? Like, kind of going back and, like, how to put this into, like, advice. form.
yeah, no, that's
Here's
and-
see, y'all thinking too deep. Mine's simple. Here's the lotto numbers. Turn up.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Hey, no, I was thinking about that. So there's like two types of advice, or there's two types of like advice given, or like there's like, I'm from the future and I can set you up, and then there's like the advice of like, if you were your own like guardian.
Yep.
At like, you know what I mean, like 15. So yeah, so it's like, so yeah, it's like go in and be like, hey, buy stock in Taylor Swift. She's gonna be huge.
Right.
No, I ain't buy. I still wouldn't buy it. But anyway, we gonna.
So if I'm my own guardian, I let it run its course, because anything that I did was very formative. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it certainly was a part of what made me who I am. That said, if I'm giving advice to somebody in a younger generation coming up, again, the advice wouldn't be much different. You've got to do you've got to figure yourself out. That's the biggest thing. Is it's not who you want to be, it's who you are, right? Like that might be two different people. And most importantly, when it comes to like what Aaron's talking about, because I was like this, you know, emo, metal, you know, hardcore type kid, is I think the most important thing is to not ostracize yourself from other groups of people because their culture doesn't align with yours. You know what I mean? And Aaron did a fantastic job of this. I think all three of us here did a great job of not doing that. But in that, with that being said,
if I didn't like it, I just didn't
friends. Like yeah, right. But we had friends. We all had friends growing up that didn't like whole groups of people because they were just groups of people. Sorry, Aaron. I was talking.
Yeah. No, you're good. No, it'd be like, yeah, but that's a good way to be. Like, you got to be like, I'll give everybody a chance, but
pretty much
you're gonna get a chance, and then we'll see if you can stick around, or if I even want to be around.
Like, you know how everybody be talking about tier lists? It's just like a tier list. Where you at on that tier list? And if you fuck up, all right, we're knocking you down some pegs. It's how you approach some situations.
So here's a great way to put it into perspective. From what the point I was trying to make, I hated country growing up. Yeah, and partially because I still don't really like 90s country all that much. But also because of like all the cultural things that were attached to country music from where we grew up, right? Like there was a lot of, you know, I associate a lot of racism with country culture. You know, I associate a lot of bigotry and just all these things that I perceived as horrible, because they are freaking horrible. I associated that with country music. And so, rightfully so, if that really is the source, country music, but it's not the case, right? And the point I'm making here is, like, I hated country music for so long, I missed out on decades of enjoying the music that I actually like. I really like.
See, now this is where me and you are different. I never hated country for any of those reasons. I just never been a fan of country. Sure. Like, I listen to it, and it's, first off, I gotta hear like different stuff. Like even now, mainstream stuff. I'll probably, if y'all guys look at what I'm listening to now, it ain't even mainstream. I don't listen to mainstream no more. I listen to the people on YouTube that's got like probably 10,000 subscribers. Yep. So it's like when it comes to country, I feel like country just, it's not country's fault. It's just how country music is.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
You look at it on the radio, you hear the same songs for the whole, like it just repeats every hour. I hear the same at work, that's all I listen to. Same 4 songs almost. Every fucking hour.
Yeah, sure.
And it's like, that's what country's always been to me. It's whatever's popular with this amount of group over here, and they don't give, they gonna play that because that's what's popular. Yep. So you don't really, like, I mean, there probably is good country out there. Me, yep. I ain't heard it yet because all of us sound the same. We either crying about being poor, crying about being dog being dead, crying about dirt roads, crying about mama, crying about a relationship, crying, or we drunk, we happy, we honky tonkin' badonka donkin'. And I can get the same vibes from over here with the other stuff. Like I need something different. That's why when somebody told me there was somebody I heard, and my wife was in the car with me, and I said, "That Taylor Swift?" She was like, "No, that's some country pop singer." I'm like, "What's country pop?" country pop is pop, ain't it? It ain't country pop just because she's from the country.
Well, country wasn't going to be able to like live in its own little world like it was, not with all the success going on around it. I mean,
God,
like they were like Little Boudreaux done sold 180 billion records last year. Let's figure something out, you know?
I don't even look. I can't tell you who.
Well, I'm just saying, like all pop and all that other stuff was going to get in sooner or later. I don't know. The way I feel about country is I would have probably I feel like we had enough contrarian in us to like what the people around us probably didn't like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you'd have moved me to New Hampshire, I'd have been done because you know what I mean? Like,
yep.
Like,
and that's
the cool thing about like it is, but like I don't know, it is like a growing pain. But the cool thing about being somewhat contradictory or kind of going off into what you're not makes you return with far more of who you are than if you never went there. Sometimes.
Yeah, you know? Pretty much.
Yes.
Like so, I don't know. I think that's that's kind of what I was going back of like be reckless. Like not, but like responsibly, you know. Don't destroy your life, but like
responsibly. Be reckless.
If you want to like grow a mohawk and you know, I don't know, if you want to get a mohawk and pierce your ears or whatever you want to do, like just realize that might be for you, or you might kind of realize like, all right, this isn't who I am, and then you'll strip all that away and come back with more of like who you are.
Yeah, like I said, the world's starting to become more accepted. Like that's another problem with all that
don't
too.
Wait till you're 35 to be reckless. Like you said, get some of that shit out of the way.
Yes. Go ahead and get it out of the way early. Really.
Unless you're gonna be a Logan Paul or a KSI or whatever these kids is. Unless you're gonna be one of them.
Yeah. That is one thing that I did relatively well. Is like I got a lot of the guessing work out of the way early. You know, I got all the So that's solid, bro. That's solid.
Because I mean, on the opposite end of that, a lot of times what I see, like being around professional people, like I'm dating like somebody in the medical profession or whatever, and what ends up happening to a lot of those people is they dedicate all of their young adult life to like one specific thing.
Yes.
And then before they know it, they wake up one day at 29 and they're like, I've never really done anything like reckless. And then they just start being
stupid,
awful human beings.
That's
fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
So it's like,
man.
Get it out of the way. Like, it's better to get it out of the way when you can recover from it than waking up at 40 and being like, I've never done anything for me. These wife and kids, they got to go. I want a Ferrari, you know?
Yeah.
And I ain't never understood that shit. I want a Ferrari.
You know what I'm saying? Like, midlife crisis and like,
I know what you're talking about,
cheating and doing all that stuff. They're just like, I've only been with this person in my life. I want to see what else is out there. It's like, but I've seen a lot, so I'm good.
Exactly. Like I don't need to see nothing else. I'm good. I know what I want. Got it. We good.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
The bad thing is a lot of grown people won't admit that they don't want it anymore. But it makes them feel old to admit that they don't want it. Like it makes them feel old to like be like, hey, I want to stay in the house on Friday night. I don't want to go drink wine.
You have no idea, bruh. Wife, what you want to do this weekend?
You know what I mean?
Sit the down, put something on TV.
Yes.
Mate, on Friday night, come home. Great. I got my beer. I got a 12-pack of beer every 2 weeks. Drink 6 throughout the weekend. Sitting at the house. We might go watch a movie. We might go out and eat. But like being here with her, chilling.
I'm 6 beer. I'm taking 2 Benadryl. Now I'm gonna see how long I can sleep.
I'm telling you, bro. But now, man, I get like my sleep schedule's always been jacked. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, record, edit a video, post it, hang out with the wife till like 1 or 2 o'clock, go take a nap, wake up, and then stay up till like midnight streaming or doing something else. Like,
hold on. I want to call out something real quick.
Oh no, he calling me out.
Not you. I'm calling Aaron out because he said 2
Hey,
Benadryl.
you
This
out.
dude knows exactly how many Benadryl is just enough to really
To
knock
knock
his
himself
ass out,
out.
but
Yeah.
not too much to really knock his ass out for a whole
What-
week.
What guessing?
Yeah.
It's
No
2
guesswork.
Benadryl. He didn't say some crazy number. It was 2 Benadryl. He knows how many
Bro,
Benadryl.
Mm.
Bro,
Mm.
I guarantee you I can do more like crazy substances. Benadryl does something to me, dude.
Yes.
I could take 2 Benadryl and drink a 6-pack and go meet the ghost of night terror. Like I could go meet. That's how deep
Okay.
into sleep I am.
You might need to check. This might not be Benadryl. You need to see what it is. It might not be Benadryl.
No, dude.
Nah, dude.
That is Benadryl for sure, bro. If you
Nah, I
mess
don't
up
take
and
that,
take more than one
Benadryl.
Benadryl, I will see you later because you are gone.
Bro, and here's the thing. I won't do it because it's gonna last. Like that's when I'm like, all right, I got nothing to do tomorrow. Like I got. Like I'll clean my schedule out just so I can take me some Benadryl.
What you say, you learn to be reckless within reason.
Yeah.
Be reckless
Yeah.
within reason
Within
early so
reason.
you can party like us on the back
Exactly.
end.
I gotta
With
work
2
tomorrow, so I can't do it tonight. But tomorrow,
Yeah.
I got a date with Benadryl.
Yeah, I'd be like, I can't be groggy. I'll be groggy. I got a cookout to go to at 12. I'll be groggy.
you over there doing the math.
Welcome to your
If I
30s.
take them now, they should be out.
Yeah.
My sister might get it one time.
I gotta meet my girl. I gotta meet my girl's dad tomorrow. Can't be groggy. But Friday, we take some
All right, we're
Benadryl.
taking that second Benadryl.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. All right. So listen, fellas, it is past my bedtime. I know it's past Big Kill's bedtime.
It's
and-
been past my bed.
yeah.
Old
So-
as fuck.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun though, and I really hope we can do this again because I feel like we just scratched the
Bro,
surface.
Before we leave, 2 more bits of advice, and then we can go to bed.
Yeah, all right.
One is take more pictures. That's the
Ooh.
one thing I wish I'd have just taken a lot more pictures.
Nah, bro, I don't
Yeah.
want
You're
nobody to know
never-
how I look like when I was little.
Bro, pictures of everything, yourself, your friends, everything around you.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
pictures of
yeah.
y'all.
And,
That's
like,
about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like I wish I'd have just when you go to places or you see things you ain't never gonna see, snap a quick picture.
Can you imagine?
It don't waste no time, and you'll remember forever.
Can you imagine if
And
you had
another- and the
documented
last-
that trip to New York, bro? Holy
y'all doing
crap!
some
Oh
man.
shit! Oh shit, dude! I don't have any pictures from there.
Like just a gold mine of stuff that you forgot. Guaranteed you forgot, right? Like like if you were to go
Well,
see.
that's the big thing. Is like the longer things go on, you're gonna forget all
Yep.
that shit.
Yeah, you will.
Yep. What's the other thing?
So that's why we had. And the last thing is there's a lot of people. If people watching this and you're from a small town like we were, don't let people think sports is the only damn thing on earth.
Ooh.
Like if I had one thing I would go back and tell my younger self, if I had to one piece of advice to
Friday
go
Night
tell my
Lights.
younger self at like 13, I'd be like, yo boy, hey, don't buy off into this shit. There's other stuff in this world, dude.
Go learn math.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, that's solid advice because
Thanks.
like both of the friends I have here were very dedicated to sport, and rightfully so. They were both very skilled athletes.
I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to get paid. I don't want to check.
but it really did
Yeah.
consume them, right? Like,
Yeah.
And again, rightfully so.
Well, the thing is about sports, and I've thought about it a lot. The bad part about sports is, and it goes back to the confidence thing if we tie everything back together. The bad thing about sports is it compartmentalizes people into talented and not talented.
Yeah.
And a bad thing about that is yes, there are the people who are like, I didn't make the team my freshman year, but then by my senior year I was starting. That's fine. That does happen. But there's a lot of obsession and dedication wasted on people who are like subconsciously being taught that like there's talent and there's not talent, and like there's speed and there's being able to jump, and then there's athleticism, and then there's strength. You're being put in a world. You're being put in a world where there's really no nuance.
Oh, yeah.
A guy who can lift 400 pounds can lift 400 pounds. The cool thing about like what you do with music and stuff, there's nuance with music.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of things. There's nuance with writing. There's nuance with other stuff out there. So it's like if you don't cut athleticism with some of this stuff, you see a lot of people who still think that sports were their best days, and it's because it's like you never really developed. Yeah, it's like you never developed like. Can you paint? Do you even know if you can paint? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like
Eddie's $1 Million one of them Disney Channel shows. Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. When the boy played baseball and he learned that he could cook.
yeah.
By taking home ec one day. Missed the baseball game and everything.
No clue what you're talking about.
It's good. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, if I could go tell my younger son, I'd be like, don't ever pick up a basketball. Goodbye.
No, bro. Man, like, okay, I mean, the only thing I don't like about basketball now being an adult, man, is that I cannot physically play. My bones, my body do not allow me to move anything remotely close to what the fuck I was doing.
But all right, that's what I'm saying. Like, all right, so the past 10 years, I've been picking up instruments and playing the shit out of them. Like that's I've spent a good majority of the last 10 years learning how to play instruments.
Nice.
And like, dude, it's like you can take that into your 60s.
Yes.
You can't take football into your 60s.
Yeah,
Look,
fair enough.
The only reason I'm looking like that is because some motherfuckers be doing it. I don't know. Like, bruh, Ethan's.
Well, I mean, that's steroids and good genetics.
Yeah, that's something right there. That's cornbread fed craziness, but I get what you're saying. I don't know. I look at basketball different, man. I made friends. I did learn a lot about myself that it's just funny. Like, I learned that people like to see you up here, but you ain't really there because you don't see yourself there. Like, I used to downplay the way I play ball all the time, and that's probably why I didn't ever get nowhere with it. But I mean, like, even with you, bro, it was like Aaron could ball. Like, dude, nobody never talks about how Aaron made varsity before I did, ever. They will always talk about how I was from varsity that one time at the end of the freshman year. But Aaron made varsity before I did. Aaron was starting.
I don't remember none of that.
I do. Me and Derek Clay, bro.
That's such a bad memory.
Look, you went to varsity, and me and Derek Clay were on JV. I think we played them games at Laney. You had dropped like 21 points or some shit. And then me and Derek Clay had like a double-double in the JV game, and then we went to school the next day, and then that's when we got moved up. But you was already on varsity. You had already made the varsity team.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a complete waste of time.
Nah, you could have been doing crack, you know?
I'd have got more You ever seen recovered crackheads? They're successful.
The ones that ain't dead shit.
Well, hey, covered athletes are employees.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Like, look at the My Pillow guy. The My Pillow guy, crack addict.
Yeah.
Selling, dude.
God, man.
The slap tech guy, crack addict.
Kanye West crackhead.
Crack addict.
Kim Kardashian crackhead.
Now, let's go to the starting varsity list of our freshman year, and every one of them.
I bet you 2 or 3 of them are coaching something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They come shit just to be around it, just to smell some shit.
They live it, bro. They I call it the funkism. They
why
live it, bro.
That's why I like basketball. There was no manual labor involved. I didn't have to mow fields and spray lights.
I didn't have to be outside, bro. The first day, I went to JV for football practice, and they were talking about being a wide receiver, and I was just sitting there, and I'm like, it's hot as shit. I ain't go back.
Yeah.
Coach Price, where you going, Brandon? Home?
Shut up. I got told to shut up so much playing football because they just,
I ain't play that shit, bro. I wasn't.
they just put me on the sideline. They put me on the sideline, expect me to shut the hell up. I'm like, I don't care what they're doing. I'm not involved in this.
Oh God.
Shut up, go run. Oh.
Oh my God.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's fun. You just made me remember all the laps as a fat kid. Running laps at football practice and Coach Norris chasing me.
Yeah, Ransom, shut up.
think about Aaron, or think about Coach Ransom, or Coach Ransom. Good Lord, think about Coach Norris chasing my fat ass as a little kid. Like, think about that as an adult and how fucked up that really was.
You gotta be fucking insane to coach little kids at that intensity level.
Bruh, that's
insanity.
That's another reason why that was just horrible. And they walk around playing this game. What you mean? What you mean? Playing this game,
when I put the ball on the tee, you hit it. What? That man's got issues.
I never registered.
Sixth and seventh grade football, bro.
So
thought
passionate.
he was going for the Super Bowl.
So passionate
And look,
over
they had
seventh grade.
He was that serious though. Remember they had like the little fifth quarter team that they put out there.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
he was mad as shit about the fifth quarter team if they lost, and they ain't even count. That game ain't even count.
Oh my God, that was.
You want to move up? No. And then remember 7th, 8th grade when we just all decided we were gonna quit football.
Yeah.
And he come talk to us.
Yeah,
He had a whole conversation.
I'm just out here because my dad talked me into it. I don't like it.
Like, what you gonna do? You just gonna play basketball? You just gonna play basketball?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna go to school. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
It was either this or Boy Scouts, and girls stopped liking Boy Scouts like 5 years ago. So I guess I have to play football.
They still serious about that jump, bro. I can't. Nah, it was too serious.
My only thing is, I have never liked the confidence of assistant coaches when it comes to
look.
they're arrogant.
It was
They're arrogant.
They had job security. They knew what all the coach said above them need to do was lose enough, and they get moved up.
Up next.
The hair gel coaches. Hair gel was big when we were in school. Amongst
Shaving your legs was big too. Crying in the middle of games was big too.
a fucking mascot. I thought about that. That hurts my feelings.
Oh, we got
that man was the Seahawk. Is that even a real bird?
Bruh.
We were caught.
Bruh, do you remember like they tried to play it off though, like, yo, he was part of the basketball team at Wilmington. He's a Seahawk. And then it come out.
Depends on.
But then it come out a couple days later like he was the mascot. We're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
We get coached by the mascot?
That's like a porn star calling herself an actress. You're not an actress.
Bro, we were so disrespectful to that man though. I swear to God. Because he didn't garner no respect. He was out there crying. So what you got all these men, little men feeling themselves, and you out there crying. I remember he took us to the movies to go see Coach Carter, and that girl he was with. She was like, what she say? She was like, yo, I was trying to, like, I had fun with him and all, but he started crying.
Oh no!
Started crying during Coach Carter, bro.
Yo, hey, I remember. I don't know what made me remember. Do you remember when we rode him somewhere and I climbed over the seat and I got the roof of his truck dirty with my feet?
He got mad as shit,
and
he got so fucking mad about that shit, bro. Bro. Man, I swear to God, he was in love with basketball or somebody, because we get in the car with him, Neo. So sick of love, so.
And I'm so sick of love songs, sick of my team losing all the time.
We was losing because of him, bro. Like, bro, he put somebody in, they be popping off, and then he sit them down. He'll sit them down, bro.
That man was so hard, could never find no leader.
Golly.
It's like, we need a leader from you. What are you talking about? It's a mascot. Why don't you fly?
That's the only thing I wish I had pictures of, so I could show my wife proof. This man, every game, we be down by nothing like 8 points, bro. We wouldn't even be losing yet. Some games we be like up by 3 or 4. He crying. He killed the whole move. Ain't nobody. We out there laughing at him instead of playing ball.
Yeah, bro. You're never gonna win a game if your team is laughing at your halftime speech.
We in there laughing at that because he's crying, full blown tears. What won't you guys play? What are we doing here? We practice to play. And I'm like, bro,
I saved my for this. I saved my leg for you guys to get blue out of the water.
I'm telling you, by the time we became seniors, we really didn't show that man no respect. I got kicked off the team and got put back on the team the same day.
Wow. Well, that's not how you
bro,
gain
no,
respect.
senior, I was like, bro, we wasting time, dude. Wasting time,
God, man.
So much fun. Good Lord.
Yeah, we were on the USS Crybaby.
Everybody, bro, it didn't matter.
Treading water.
Practice crying. He make us do suicides. He crying. Look, what Aaron? Derek Clay late for practice. He crying.
You're supposed to be 5 feet, Derek.
Oh God, bro. He ain't know what he was doing.
You're
bro.
supposed to be.
Remember when he had Banks? He made Banks the key. Banks came to every game, drunk and high. him and Derek both. Jay messed up, and that's the captain and co-captain. You my point guard, Banks. Banks out there don't know what day of the week it is. Ball gets stolen. He look at us like, what?
Bro. Ain't nothing you said made me want to play basketball.
That's why I said I had fun, bro. I remember laughing my ass off. I remember pissing those off.
Bro, I could have been building engines or something. I could have been getting somebody.
Oh man,
I'd have regretted that last.
Oh God.
I'd have regretted being a teen father less than the time I wasted playing basketball.
I ain't gonna lie, it was a blast, bro.
My boy would have regretted I was wasting time watching a grown man cry.
I swear to God, those are my funniest moments, watching this man just and collapse.
My boy, my imaginary kid would have graduated this year if I'd have been out doing privilege.
Imagine, bro. Just go. If I went back, I'd still do it again, but I would be laughing my ass off. I wouldn't give a damn. Oh,
yeah, I
man.
think that's like the biggest, like, so the doing it wasn't the regret, and it kind of goes back to what we were talking about. It's just like, don't take everything so damn seriously, dude.
Yeah,
like, just
man.
have fun. Like, don't be like crazy, but like, just realize, like, just have fun. Just have a good time.
In them
don't
moments.
take things seriously. Yeah. Like, it's okay if you make a B, you'll still get into college. Like, just have some fun. Don't take it don't take it. You shouldn't be, 17 years old having panic attacks about a midterm exam. Like, just have fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's solid advice. Well, fellas, I want to put a pin in it there. I hope that we can continue to come back and have these
Oh,
conversations.
you could see it's how hot it is right now under these lights.
Yeah, man.
Blood.
So we're
Just
going to
the
call it
setup,
here
though.
for right now. But guys, I hope you come back because I've had way too much fun. I hope we can make this a regular thing.
Yeah, for sure. Like, whenever we can get together, just let me know, man. Whenever we can like plan it out.
All right,
Easy
well, you
facts.
two hang out for a second. We're gonna let everybody go. I'll see you on the other side of this. Y'all hang out though. We'll see y'all.
Oh, I was trying to have my screen froze.